Hey there, have we met yet? My name's Sarah. Come along with us on days 3 and 4 of our Hawaii vacation. There's a rainstorm that's a blessing. We try and get into a luau that's been sold out for months. And we take a helicopter tour around the island of Kauai. We woke up early to watch the sunrise from our balcony. Then we went down to do yoga. It was a little rainy that morning, but it lightened up just enough to still do yoga outside. Our instructor, Will, was hilarious. He did a great job and he kept my daughter and I smiling throughout the entire time. It started raining again, so I spent time on the porch reading a good book and taking in the beautiful ocean view. After breakfast, we went to a lei making class with Auntie Wailana. She was very sweet and brought fresh cut flowers that she cut that morning from her property. There were white and yellow plumerias, and she sprinkled in some pink ones too. We made hair picks and leis for all of us. With all the rain, we thought we'd just go shopping, but as we were headed out, there were flood warnings. We got alerts on our phone about flood warnings and possible road closures, so we decided to just stay at the resort. Rather than fighting the rain or trying to work around it, we embraced it. We went swimming in the rain. It was rainy, but it was still warm, so we swam for several hours that afternoon. We met another family who decided to embrace the rain, and their kids played volleyball with our kids for a while the adults just chatted under cover and/or in the hot tub. We love meeting new people on vacation, and these people are YouTubers too, so I'll put a link to their channel above. The Smith family luau starts at 5 o'clock tonight. We tried to make reservations several weeks ago, but it turned out they were booked months in advance. We thought that because of the rainstorm and the flood warnings today, maybe there was a chance there were some families that wouldn't show up to the luau. We went ahead and showed up at Smith's Tropical Paradise at 4 o'clock, about an hour before the event started. We chatted with some of the staff there and told them that we heard that this was the best luau on the island. It's true, we heard that from several people. We also told them we didn't have tickets, but we wanted to wait around and see if anyone didn't show, and perhaps we could buy some last-minute tickets to get in. We watched the chickens, we watched them prep, we watched other people who had tickets show up and check in. And shortly before they opened, sure enough, they sold some tickets to us. We were thrilled to be able to get in because a luau was something we really wanted our kids to experience. They had never been to one before. The Smith family luau is more than just a luau. It takes place in Smith's Tropical Paradise, which is 30 acres of beautiful, lush gardens. At 5 o'clock, the gates open and they let you in. You get onto a little tram ride and they take you on a short tour of all the gardens. Everything moves at a nice, relaxing pace. After the tram ride, you have plenty of time to wander around the gardens on your own. You can get a close-up look at all of the different flowers and trees. There's lots of time to wander and explore and get more pictures in the beautiful setting. At about 6 o'clock, they did a ceremony where they removed the pig from the ground, where they cooked it in a traditional method. Dinner took place outside, but under a big covered area, so rain or shine, it was a comfortable space to be. We tried as much food as we could, and we loved everything we tasted. My son's favorite was the coconut cake. It was really a relaxing, laid-back, delicious experience. By the time dinner was done, it was dark out, and it was time for us to make our way over to the outdoor theater area. As we were walking over to the outdoor theater area, they had printed the photos that the professional photographers took of our families upon entry. We thought it was worth it, so we bought our copy. My husband noticed that the honeymooners sitting next to us during dinner had not purchased their photo, so he bought it for them and gave it to them as a wedding gift. In the outdoor theater area, we got the main event of the evening, a beautiful show, and the grand finale was an amazing fire knife dancer. It felt like a well-balanced day, starting with a rainstorm and ending with a fire dance. It's Thursday already, day 4. We wake up early enough to watch the sunrise as we drink our coffee. As my husband took pictures of the sunrise, he happened to grab a few pictures of a specific couple. We saw that couple later at breakfast, and he airdropped the photos to them. They were super thankful. My daughter and I did sunrise yoga on the beach again, a beautiful way to start the day. We went to Na'upaka at the Kauai Beach Resort for breakfast and enjoyed a delicious meal once again. Today they gave my son some fish food and let him feed the koi fish in the pond. He loved this so much that he would ask for fish food every day after this. Our helicopter tour isn't until 3:50 this afternoon, so we had the majority of the day to enjoy the sunshine. We did stop and eat lunch, making sandwiches with everything we bought from Costco a few days before. We've been eating sandwiches every day for lunch. Today my stomach was a little upset, so I couldn't quite eat, and I think it was just my nerves thinking about the helicopter ride. I've never been on a helicopter, and I wasn't sure whether I'd get motion sickness. We left a little early for the helicopter tour so we could stop by Scotty's Music on the way. Our daughter Capri is a musician, and she wanted to explore getting an ukulele, as they call it in Hawaii. Michael at Scotty's Music was super helpful. He helped size her and let her try a few different ones. We wanted her to take her time before making a big purchase, so we decided we'd come back Saturday. And we're almost to that helicopter ride. I've been so excited for this, but nervous too. I put on herbal motion sickness patches and packed my pockets with ginger chews, but then at the last minute decided to take a kid's Dramamine to help fight and prevent any motion sickness I might feel. We boarded onto the helicopter, buckled up, and met our pilot Max. Max was a great pilot. He was super kind and knowledgeable and told us all about the island as he flew us around it. Even though it was a smooth takeoff, it definitely feels different than being in an airplane. I was immediately thankful that I had taken the kids' Dramamine to keep away any motion sickness. I knew I wouldn't have to think about it or worry about it, and I could just focus on enjoying the ride. The blessings from yesterday's rainstorm continued. The waterfalls were rushing bigger than ever, and there were way more waterfalls everywhere because of all the rain. Our tour took us from the south side of the island all the way up to the north side and then all the way back to the south side. We flew over canyons, beaches, the cathedrals, we saw waterfalls. My husband even spotted a whale at one point from the helicopter. That was pretty cool. My favorite part was at the very end, where we flew inside of the crater where lava once erupted. This was full of waterfalls just streaming over everywhere. It was such a cool experience. Thanks again to our pilot Max at Safari Helicopters for a wonderful waterfall safari. After an unforgettable helicopter tour around Kauai, we went to the Coconut Marketplace. Our first stop was Jojo's for some shave ice. If you haven't had shave ice in Hawaii yet, I highly recommend it. They put ice cream on the bottom, then your shave ice with flavor, and then they top it with coconut cream. We walked around and explored the Coconut Marketplace, doing a little bit of souvenir shopping before heading back to the hotel for dinner and a relaxing evening. Thanks for watching to the end. Stay tuned for more on our Hawaii family vacation. Up ahead, will it rain more or will we get more sunshine? Will Capri end up buying an ukulele from the music shop? Subscribe and follow along.